Welcome friends. I'm going to explain you the npm packages that are going to be used here for this login and registration in React Native. Okay, so the first thing is React Navigation. React Navigation is the package that is used to navigate between pages. So this is the basic package we use for all the React Native applications to for the navigation of the pages. Okay, so the second thing is async storage. Async storage is the local storage. Actually, if you want to have some values to be stored in locally in the app, then you have to use async storage. This is basically the local storage what we use in browsers. Okay, so it is going to be the same here actually. So async storage. And then stack navigator. Stack navigator is actually if you have some pages that are going to be used only when it is authenticated, when the application is authenticated. In those cases, the pages that needs authentication has to be stored in a stack. So basically we use stack navigator as the as the navigator here, as the stack here actually. And this is actually the part of the React navigation, and you will have to install this separately in the you have to install this separately here. Okay, so and then Redux actually, Redux is a store management system that we all know, and for the storing the values temporarily inside the application after the login, or if you want to have some values that has to be showed to the users immediately, then we are using Redux here. Okay, so and Redux-Thunk is the middleware. Okay, and then Axios is used to call APIs. So put, get, post, those things has to be called. Okay, so and then React Native Flash message. Suppose if you want to have an alert to be displayed if there is any error in the user's entry, then we use alert in the JavaScript actually. This alert is actually a basic kind of stuff. So to have a mobile friendly alert, then we are going to use React Native Flash message here. Okay, so and then React Native Snippet for Visual Studio Code. This will be helpful for creating components very easily. Like if you type a command, and then if you type if you want a functional component that has to be written, then they'll give you a template, and if you type a command, and you will get the code immediately, and you don't need to type the code completely in the editor. So for this React Native Snippet will be very useful for us. And then AuthStack and MainStack, we are going to see the AuthStack and MainStack, and the purpose of the AuthStack and MainStack inside the application. So this is actually the part of the stack navigator. So React navigation, these commands can be used. This is the first command: npm install React Navigation native, and then npm install React native screens, npm native screen safe area. These things are all from the React Navigation installation pages, so you can go directly to the React Navigation. If you search for React Navigation in the Google, then you will get a documentation. You can go there and simply check these things very easily, and then do those things. So if you type React Navigation, and if you go to the React Navigation, they'll give you the instructions inside this. Okay, so npm React Native. Okay, so and the previous versions of React Native navigation, we need to actually link it manually. So here we don't need that. Actually, the latest version of React Navigation doesn't need that. Okay, so and for if it is a Mac, then you have to use npm mod install iOS, and this is mandatory for the Macs, and this will link you the React Navigation to the React Native. Okay, and then after this, they have given some steps to do this React Native screens to work. So you'll have to go to this path, actually main activity Java. It is an Android app source main Java com, and then your package name, and then the main activity.java, and then you have to include this code, and then you have to import this bundle. Let me show you the code directly. Main activity.java. So I have included the code here, and now I have also included the import bundle here. Okay, so the next thing is async storage. Async storage is actually installed via npm, but in the later stages React Native included this async storage by default. So if you go to this link, it will show. See, if you go to this link, it will give you the React Native. The latest version has the async storage already there, so we can use this async storage for our purpose. Okay, and then React Stack Navigator. And if you go to the React navigation and search for Stack Navigator, Stack Navigator installation, and you can see these steps what I've given here. npm install React Native Stack, and then you have to install the gesture, and then you have to install the masked view, and all these are given in the documentation, so you can go there and install all this. And then Redux. For the Redux, you have to use React Redux, and then Redux-Thunk to be installed. Okay, and then Axios is used for API calls. So this is the command for installing the Axios, and this is the command for installing the React Native Flash message and the React Native Snippet. So you have to go to the Visual Studio Code extension, and this is actually the React Native Snippet extension. You have to install it, and if you type RNFC, it will give you the React Native functional component. If you type RNC, it will give you the class component. So let me create a component for you, and then I'll show you how these templates can be used. Test.js. So if you type RNFC, it will give you the code template easily, and you can easily change this. Okay, you can easily change this. So this is a component created, and you can use this component wherever you want. Okay, so and you can also modify this component. So this is the template that we are going to use in our project. Okay, and then AuthStack and MainStack. Actually, you have to create as when you install a new bundle of React Native, it won't have a folder called source. So you have to create a folder called source, and inside that you have to create a folder called navigation. And inside the navigation you have to create three files. One is routes.js, and one is main.js, and one is authstack.js. So to create a stack navigator, you have to go to the stack navigator, and you have to check the code there that is given there. Okay, so for the stack navigator to be implemented, you have to import create stack navigator, and then this create stack navigator will be called, and you will be having a constant here with some name. Actually, you don't require this stack to be the same name. You can change this name also. Okay, so and then you have to have stack navigator. Inside that you have to have all the screens. So you're going to have two stacks here. One is AuthStack and one is MainStack. AuthStack is going to have all the pages that are that doesn't require authentication. So login, sign up, those things don't require authentication. It can automatically open. But in the MainStack home profile, these things need authentication. Only after login we can use these pages. So I'm going to have two stacks here. One is AuthStack and one is MainStack. And in the routes, I'm going to include this AuthStack and MainStack. And inside that, I'm going to check whether it is logged in or logged out. If it is logged out, that I'm going to show the AuthStack, and if it is logged in, I'm going to show the MainStack. Okay, and then if user logged in, and if the user wants to tries to access a page that is not AuthStack page, that is an AuthStack page, then it will automatically redirect to the home page. That's the case we use here. Okay, so for this routes, what I have done is actually, so if you go to the app.js, I have included the routes here, and the navigation container is needed for this to do the navigation. Okay, so routes is going to have all the stacks, and stacks is going to have all the pages. That's it. So this is the first step you have to do. and then you have to create screens and everything again. So I'll show you all those things in the next video. Thank you.